Hey guys, while not all women are turned on when you say this word, all women who could potentially be turned on will definitely need to not only hear you say this word, but show her this word. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Anna Jorgensen. Welcome to Just the Tip Tuesday. So just before we get into what the word is, let's remember, women need to get turned on for the most part mentally much before the act of anything intimate. So it starts earlier in the day, earlier in the week, might even be earlier in the month for her. So it's all a preamble set up for her to be able to get there. The word is no, but you're not just going to say no. You're going to have to show her no. This is where bad boys come in. Bad boys get women because they express their no in many ways. And whatever we have to work harder for, we value more. Whatever we have to work harder for, we internally, psychologically convince ourselves we want more. So we work harder for it, we want it more, we justify our own actions to get it, and we're more committed to getting it the more difficult or challenging it is. That's just psychology. It's the reality of life. A good way of sort of understanding this on a personal level is if you've ever started a project and you thought it was going to be a lot easier than it was, but it was more difficult, but you just kept going because you had so much invested in finishing it. Well, that's kind of how it is for women who have been said no to or have been shown no to by a man. She will be like, why not? I want it more. I'm going to try harder. This is where bad boys come in. So you have to remember that women are emotional creatures. You can never convince us based on logic and a spreadsheet full of information about what's great about you for us to want you. That's just not how it works. We have to be engaged emotionally. Our feelings have to be in it. And so that's why you have to pace so that she'll chase. Pace so that she'll chase. And remember, you don't have to be a bad boy. Like I'm not advocating for you to act like a I am advocating for you to be a good man, but just not make it so easy for her because she doesn't want easy. You want easy. She doesn't want easy. It's her nature. She needs to work for it. Scarcity equals value. The less available you are, the more she'll desire you, the more she'll want you, the more she'll be eventually turned on when she finally gets you. As well, women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear about them. So if it's really obvious, if you're really chasing her down, then she's not going to feel like she has to work for it because she doesn't have to work for it. Whereas if there's some uncertainty, either in your words or your actions, we'll get to this a little bit more with some specific examples, then there's some kind of disconnect within herself that makes her uncertain about your level of attraction for her, and she's going to want to work for it more. Okay, now let's go into how to give her your no. Okay, so just before we get into the strategies, if you like this video, click like, subscribe, click the bell, click all, so you don't miss any of my Just the Tip Tuesday videos. Now let's get into strategy number 1, the assumptive close. So the assumptive close is where you are assuming the outcome you desire. In other words, you act like it's already happened or you act like it's a certainty. But you have to also sort of retract some of that certainty so that she feels uncertain, so that she'll still want to work for it. So you might say something like, Ashley, when I take you out on our first date, we're going to go to XYZ restaurant. But don't think you'll be locking me down because I'm not sure about you. Or whatever. So you're stating that you're going to take her on a date. That's the assumptive part of it. But then you're taking away with a little bit of uncertainty by saying, don't think you're going to lock me down because you're not certain about her. So that kind of makes her feel like, oh, okay, all right, well, I know he wants to take me on a date, but he's not sure about me. If you're really bold, you might even throw in there, I may want you as much as you want me. Give it time. So something like that. I mean, those are cheesy examples, but if Ashley likes you or if she's even on the fence, then that's going to increase her attraction level. The key is she has to have at least like a 6 or 7 attraction level for this to bump her to a higher level. If she has less than a 6 or 7 out of 10 attraction level to you, then you are not going to be able to do this on the spot in the instant. You might be able to do this over time, by work in the friend zone. You can look at my other videos on friend zone stuff, but you're not going to be able to increase her attraction level in that very moment if she's not in the right mindset, if she doesn't already have a 6 or 7 level of attraction to you, or if you have any lack of confidence, certainty, etc., and so on and so forth. So this will work to push her into attraction or turn on if those factors are there. Another one strategy is the takeaway close. So this is when you offer up something, but then you kind of change your mind and take it away. So this one is where you are going to offer up one of two things, but you're going to take the other thing away. So you can either imply or say outright that you are potentially ready for a relationship, but you're not certain it's going to be with her. So there's some level of uncertainty. Or you can say that you really are into her, like you want her, you're an amazing woman, but I'm not sure if I'm ready for a relationship. So you're taking something away that she has to work for. The key is that she always has to work for the yes. If you're implying or providing the no, then she will work towards getting your yes, which means you can't give her the yes all at once, or she'll have nothing to work for. So 2 ways of saying this as a real life example would be, Ashley, you know I want you, girl, but I don't know if I'm ready for a relationship. Or you can use the other way around and say, well, Ashley, I might be ready for a relationship in general, but let's take it slow to make sure that we're the right fit. So you're implying that she might not be the right fit because you're uncertain about her. So using either one of these in whatever format you use will give her a level of uncertainty, a level of no that she has to work for. Thank you so much.